Jesus. I'm going back to work. I'm actually feeling pretty good today. I don't have any complaints. Well, I might have a couple. They don't call me Bitchin Jr. for nothing. You ever tell somebody something and they don't change their way of thinking? Like, they don't change the way they think because of what you're saying. They just keep coming up with the same questions and the same accusations and shit. And you're sitting here like, would you think my fucking answer's gonna change? It's not gonna fucking change. I feel this way about you. This is how I look at it. You're looking at it totally differently. You're taking it totally differently. And that's just not the case. It's not how I'm looking at it. But it doesn't matter that you tell them that, because they'll come back later and they'll say the same shit. I don't get it. Either they just don't trust you when they do that shit, or they really don't care. You know? She'll remind me that, well, we're not together. I'm sitting here like, yeah, you don't have to keep reminding me. I know. She's like, well, sometimes it seems like you forget. And I'm like, trust me, I haven't forgotten. I definitely haven't forgotten. But that doesn't mean I can't talk to you the way I talk to you. It doesn't mean I can't call you hon or babe or show you affection or whatever. You know, maybe not touch you as much, but you could at least say that, you know, but you don't. You just let me. And it's almost like she's like, well, I need to fix myself, and she's not fixing herself. She's not getting help. But she thinks that, you know, she gets all prettied up and all this, and then she calls that fixing herself or something. It's like, it's not the same thing when you're fixing your appearance and how you look to other people. That's not the same thing as fixing what's on the inside. Not even in the same category. You know, if you want to fix yourself, get help. Well, I'm not doing it. It's like you're hounding me, as she says, and I'm like, I'm really not trying to. You know, I understand it could definitely appear that I am hounding, but I'm really not trying to. I'm really adamant that she gets help, because she's not the same person I fell in love with. She's not the same woman. And Corey asked me today, she's like, you miss us? And I said, yeah, I always miss you guys. And she's like, you miss mommy too? And I'm like, yeah, I miss mommy. And in the back of my head, I'm like, I miss who mommy used to be. You know? Now it's like, I feel like she's never going to get help. She's never going to fix who she is, because how she appears on the outside to other people might seem like she's fixing herself, but it's not. It's not the same shit. It's not even remotely close to the same shit. When you go get help and you try to figure out who you are as a person, and you try to fix those flaws that you have, whether you like the truth or not, I mean, your thought process is negative, it's ridiculous, yes. How about you not take it personally and not take offense to it, and accept the fact that, okay, maybe it is, and I need to figure out a way to fix that. Getting help can do that for you. But she's so stubborn, you know, and I ain't got no room to talk because I am too, but she's so stubborn, it's almost like that's never, ever going to happen. It's never going to happen unless she really, really wants to fix herself. And she says she does, but she sure as fuck ain't showing no action or initiative to do that. You know, just because she makes herself look good doesn't mean she's fixing herself. Just because she's keeping her mind busy and keeping herself numb and avoiding all emotion. Like, if not getting help and realizing that you're going to get worse if you don't doesn't scare the shit out of you, then that just proves my point further that you're avoiding the emotion. Because fear is an emotion. You're not afraid that you're going to get worse. You don't care. That's the problem. You don't care. And I tell her, like, okay, when you have friends, don't you prioritize them? Aren't they at least on your list? Maybe not at the very top of your list, but they're on your list somewhere. And there's certain things that they put before you that you would think that they wouldn't do that, or they would at least invite you to it, or invite you to help them with whatever it is. She thinks that I'm saying put me at the top of your list, and that's not the case at all. She's not listening to me. She's not hearing what I'm saying. She says, oh, I hear you. No, you don't. You don't fucking hear me, because if you heard me, you would stop saying the same fucking thing, which causes me to say the same fucking thing. My shit is not going to change. I'm telling you the truth. For the past 4 or 5 months, I've been telling you nothing but the truth. I haven't lied to you about nothing. I haven't hid anything from you. None of that shit. But when I tell you the truth, nothing but the truth, and I get straight to the point, you take offense. You get defensive, and you take it personally as if I'm trying to hurt your feelings, and I'm not. That's not the case at all. If you would stop taking everything so personally, and maybe accepting the fact that you do have flaws that you need to fix, and then taking the initiative to fix them, then maybe you would make some progress in the way you think. Probably not going to watch this video. That's fine. But I have to get back to work. That's all I want to say. That's all I got to bitch about. In other words, you know, I wish she would just do something, you know. I love her, I care about her, I worry about her all the time. All the time. But now it's gonna have to be less and less, because it's not doing any fucking good. So I'll leave things the way they are. She can keep doing what she's doing. Whatever. You know, she's gonna have to figure it out on her own, because me telling her all these things that are 100% truth, and some of it is opinion, yes, and she's not doing anything about it. Nothing else I can do. But that's all I really want to change. You know, everything else that's going on right now between me and her, it's fine. We're not fighting. We have disagreements, and we have little tiffs, and we argue a little bit, but the fighting is like non-existent. We're not screaming, yelling at each other, whatever. So all that's good, you know. And I want to help her, and I want to do all these things for her. That's really all I got, guys. Thank you. Later.